Every day, watching and reviewing entertainment and media, it just seems to get worse and worse.
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
Feels great.
There's the Rings of Power, there's Star Wars The Acolyte, and then I sat down late to the party to watch the trailer for an upcoming game releasing supposedly next year, Doom: The Dark Ages. Now, I like the Doom franchise, so I sit down, jaded as I am, to watch this trailer. But before I do that, let's see what far more popular than me YouTuber Syde Phil had to say about it.
This is the stupid medieval Doom. This is why this series sucks now.
So Phil is convinced that Doom sucks now, because this title is medieval. And he said that not only before playing the game, which isn't even out yet, but before he even watched the trailer. Now, I doubt I'm the best Doom player in the world, and this is coming from a true Doom expert in Syde Phil, the man who tried to play Doom Eternal and struggled with the Marauder fight because he didn't bother to read and remember the instructions, so he kept on firing ineffectively at its shield, declaring the Marauder to be a puzzle boss and dumb.
Yeah, nothing like any fight in Doom ever. It's a puzzle boss. This is so dumb. It's nothing like a first-person shooter at all right now.
Bear in mind, the instructions for this enemy that were clearly printed before the fight are: when his red shield is up, don't attack him. When his eyes flash green, you're good to go. Attack and stun him and do as much damage as you can before he recovers. So this puzzle that confused Phil so deeply, this impossible cipher, this enigma, is essentially a traffic light. Only no, a traffic light has amber too. A traffic light is a real brain teaser. This is more like a pedestrian crossing that only has red and green and is meant to be used by children as young as 8 years old. Guys, I recently just passed 500 subscribers. Syde Phil Gaming is on 211,000. Is that what I have to do? Do I have to snort directly into the microphone like Phil does?
Right? You guys need to hear me talk to do a valid gameplay stream.
Do I have to huff paint until I need written instructions to tie my shoelaces? It's hard not to notice that a lot of people that do very well on YouTube seem to be a bit special. So let's see how bad this trailer really is. It starts out with a black screen and some text saying before he was a hero, he was the super weapon of gods and kings. So this Doom game is going to be a prequel, I understand. I'm not a huge fan of prequels, I'm getting really fed up with them, though I suppose it's less of an issue in games than it is in film. In film it makes things very predictable because, you know, take the Star Wars prequels. You know Obi-Wan's going to be fine throughout them because he's alive in A New Hope, which is set later. But in a game, the Doomslayer may not survive. It depends entirely on how much you suck at Doom. We see a blasted war zone of some sort, maybe heaven and hell in conflict. This looks like maybe a Night Sentinel city, and that looks like a Seraphim city in flame. Okay, that could be interesting. Seeing heaven at the height of its power, then guitar music starts up, and what I presume is the Doomslayer is standing there in a fur cape, in some sort of energy shield that I can only presume is there to keep him in. A shield and a shotgun come out of the walls for him, and he's standing there looking like a menace to all life, like a Chaos Marine from Warhammer 40k. And once again, they fire him at the battlefield out of a cannon. Granted, it's kind of silly. I'm not sure how he's going to survive that. How is he not just invincible if he can shake that and shrug it off? It doesn't even singe his cape. It's all kind of silly, but you know what else it is? It's awesome. And he's blitzing forward now, exploding giant mancubus demons with the shotgun, and the music is pumping, and it just looks like pretty standard new era Doom, and it switches to a weapon that's grinding demon skulls up and pelting the enemies with the fragments, and the ground skulls are going into the beat of the music. Okay, that's new. They kind of raised the bar a bit there. The shield also has teeth around the outside and revs up like a chainsaw, and the heavy metal is pumping, and Doom Guy throws the shield like Captain America, and it rips demons clean in half before coming back to him.
It's all like, brush, I'm a craw,
And that, if anything, raises the bar again. And he has a weapon that fires railroad spikes and pins demons to a wall with it like a rag doll. It's a bit like the weapon from the game First Encounter Assault Recon that also did that. And Doom Guy's charging forward with the shield and smashing demons in the face with it, sending them flying and smashing another demon with a massive flail. And he's throwing the shield and charging in with the energy blaring everywhere, and the music's pumping, and he cuts a demon in half with a sword, taking hits from a spider demon on the shield, and there's energy everywhere, and what's even going on anymore? And how can they go bigger than that? Well, he gets in a giant mech robot and fist fights a titan. He's soaring through the sky on a dragon, and that's an awful lot to fit into 2 minutes. And it's a trailer where nobody even said a word, and I'm not even sure you needed all of that in a trailer. I think you maybe had me at the rock music and the Doomslayer in a fur cape. You see, it turns out that if you actually watch the trailer and give it a chance, it's kind of awesome. It looks like it's going to play a lot like Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal again. Is the game going to be good? I don't know, but from that trailer, it looks like it very well may be. And I like Doom as a franchise, I even like the original, but for as groundbreaking as it was, Doom 2016 just tops it on gameplay for me. And Disney, are you seeing this? Do you know what this is and understand? This is a company that knows their audience.
If you only knew the power of one, the power of two, the power of many.
And it's all like, "Krah!"